Let's go ahead and get started, okay? I am going to do everything in my power to make sure that this workshop is ultimately something that's going to change your life and transform your life forever. So I love to interact with people. I love when you ask questions. Go ahead and put them in the chat. So let's go ahead and everyone put in the chat, where are you tuning in from? Where are you at in the country right now? I know there's a lot of people here from Georgia, from Arizona, Alabama. Let's see, California, Las Vegas, Virginia. Okay, I see you, Mesa, Georgia, Oklahoma, North Carolina. Good morning and afternoon for some of you on the East Coast. So Harlem, New York, yes. Mississippi, Mexico, hello. Nebraska, Arizona. Good morning, Missouri, yes. What part of Missouri? Are you from Kansas City? I'm originally from Kansas City, but the Kansas side. Most of my adult life in Georgia, though. St. Louis, Los Angeles. Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon for those of you that are on the East Coast. So let's go ahead and get started. I just want to take a moment. Houston, hello, Maria. I just want to take a moment and congratulate you for being here, okay? If you're able to, turn off your phones, focus, take notes. I'm going to give you a lot of really valuable information that's really going to help you with your health and your life. Okay, all right, I see you, KCMO. All right, I will be there next month for a speaking engagement. All right, so a lot of the reasons why many of you all are here is that you are struggling with different things in your life. You may be struggling with fatigue. You may be struggling with, let's see, hold on, come on, Canva. All right, hormonal problems, difficulty losing weight. Maybe you've tried a lot of things and it's no longer working. Digestive issues. So maybe you're eating food, you're bloated, and you don't know what's going on with your digestion right now. Maybe even you look pregnant and you're not. Like you start in the morning, your stomach's nice and flat, or somewhere where you like it, but then as the day goes through, then you're bloated and you don't know what's going on with your digestion. Maybe you're not pooping, maybe you have diarrhea, maybe there's things like that going on. Maybe you're struggling with some depression or some anxiety. You just don't feel like yourself anymore. You've lost motivation, or you have a sense of anxiousness and worry about what life will look like in the future. So the thing is that you are here because you want to take control back of your health, and maybe you don't feel like yourself anymore and you want to get back to your old self. You want to feel confident when you go into your closet, pick out the clothes that you want to wear, or some of you all have gone to the doctor, you've had lab tests run, everything came back normal, and you feel oftentimes leave out feeling crazy because you know there's something going on in your body and you don't know what it is. For some of you, your health may be declining and you know the traditional routes aren't working and you fear where things may head if things don't improve. So let me tell you who this is for, okay? Or who this is not for. This is not for people who are attached to their illness, meaning you really don't want to get better. This is not for anyone that wants a quick fix rather than lasting results. You've already done that. You've tried the diets, the cleanses, all of those types of things that gave you short-term results. So that's not anyone that's still looking for those types of things. It's not for anyone who does not want to learn and take action, and people that just aren't willing to invest in their self with their time, their energy, all of those types of things. So here's the big promise is that today I'm going to share with you what's possible if you remove the blind spots that are really preventing you from truly feeling great, having tons of energy, eliminating the imbalances that are interfering with your life. Okay, so we're going to uncover the 3 underlying causes of why your hormones are out of whack, what to do, and really how to get your life back on track. And I'm going to share stories of women who were once just like you. And one of them, she's even here. Okay. So if you stay to the end, I have some fabulous bonuses. Okay. You do not want to miss a thing because this presentation is absolutely going to change your life. Okay. And today is the day to do it. Okay. So I have some fabulous bonuses for you. I have an opportunity for you to receive a 90-minute consultation with me for free. And I'll tell you about that at the end. And the main thing is that you are going to learn the truth about what gives you long-term sustainable results. So you do not want to miss a thing, okay? This presentation is absolutely going to change your life, and today's the day today to do it. You do not want to be a statistic walking into the doctor's office that's just another number and then leaves out more confused than when you went in, or you're just given another drug to really mask the symptoms. So who am I? I am Dr. Alicia Newsome. I'm an international speaker, trainer, health strategist. I'm a consultant to top research companies in women's health, cancer, and infectious disease. I'm a TV media consultant. I'm a 3-time best-selling author. I'm the recipient of the Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award. I'm a functional medicine practitioner, and I'm the owner of Body Wellness Institute. So what I do is I help women find out exactly what's going on inside their bodies and resolve those issues without drugs or surgery. So I remove the mystery and the confusion while providing guidance, accountability, and a roadmap to losing weight, balancing hormones, getting pregnant, increasing energy, all of those different types of things. So this is Benicia. So she's a client of mine. And one of the things about her testimonial here is that she says that there is so much information out there. She says, with so much information out there, I was delighted to know that I found someone that was very thorough and explained everything to me. So how many of you guys feel like there's a lot of information out there? Okay, you're going to Google, you're typing in, okay, like, am I supposed to feel tired in the evening? Are my periods supposed to be brown? How do I lose weight quickly? You're going to Google, you're trying to search things. Some of you guys put in the chat, what are some of the things you are going to Google and asking Dr. Google about? Let's see. Yes, it's so confusing. It's so overwhelming because the thing is that there's a lot of times either Google leaves you feeling like, okay, I haven't figured anything out, or you're like about to die of cancer, right? Like it's like the worst case scenario. Yes, how to get rid of hot flashes, night sweats, all of those types of things. So this is Natalia. So Natalia's a client of mine, and same thing with her, looking in all types of places, not knowing what's normal, what's not normal, what's going on with her health. And what she says is Dr. Alicia is amazing. She has a passion for finding the root cause. So we're going to look at the root cause and we're going to talk about that today, okay? The 3 underlying causes and looking where most doctors don't. She's kind and compassionate. Dr. Alicia taught me that all the weird things my body does are totally normal. So it's really important for us to know, okay, is this normal? Is this not normal? And bring you that clarity so you are confident and understand what's going on inside your body.
Hello, I'm Dr. LaBentria, owner of the Culminating Experience. I wanted to take an opportunity to express to you how awesome and amazing Dr. Alicia is. She is more than a motivational speaker. She is an experience. She's dedicated. She's passionate. She's thought-provoking. She's attuned. She has a wonderful way of going out of her way to be wonderful. She possesses the unique ability to take any topic that is complex and break it down in such a way that even a preschool student would understand it and be able to explain it to someone else. Dr. Alicia has been a joy to work with. She is definitely motivated, inspired, and uplifts us. She has pushed us to our greatest success level. In my opinion, there's no greater success enabler than Dr. Alicia. If you would like to live at your highest calling and be successful in doing that, Dr. Alicia is an experience that you do not want to miss. Thank you again, Dr. Alicia, for all that you have done for us, for motivating us, uplifting us, and inspiring us. And because of you, we can now live our highest calling and encourage others to do the same.
Hello, my name is Melissa Mitchell, and I first met Dr. Alicia after attending a women's healing retreat in the Dominican Republic. And I was so inspired by the way she is able to just take really deep concepts and make them understandable for people like myself who don't have a degree in medicine and don't have any kind of doctoral background. And so it's just been wonderful to have that kind of insight and guidance. And she's definitely a beautiful soul. So I appreciate everything that she brings to the table and highly recommend you seek her out for whatever needs you may have related to medicine.
So every time I hear these testimonials, I'm so humbled because for me, things were not always this way. So I started out, regular childhood, broken bones, ear infections, cold. I had really bad acne, like cystic acne, the type that you touch, and it's very, very painful to touch. As I got older, I started having irregular cycles, headaches, neck pain, back pain, like all types of things. And the only suggestion the doctor was giving me was to put me on birth control. So at some point in my teenage years, around 15, 16 years old, my mother put me on birth control. We had done all the things of like antibiotics to try to clear up my skin, all the medical route, right? And over time, I started getting sicker and sicker. I started struggling with depression. I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia, diagnosed with PCOS, all of these things as in my early 20s. And I continued, I became a doctor, and there came a point in my life where I absolutely felt trapped. I had no energy. I was going through leaving a very volatile marriage. I had two little ones at home that I had to take care of and just filed bankruptcy. So now I'm a single mom and I have two little ones, no family nearby. I did not like where I lived. And I was moody. I was depressed. I was anxious. And I was really just trying to survive. I had tension headaches, backaches, neck pains. And I would literally on a Sunday afternoon show up at a friend's house, there to hang out, my kids running around playing, and I was asleep on the couch. And they knew it. Go ahead, give her her pillow, give her her blanket. She's going to be asleep because I was exhausted all the time. And it wasn't just Sundays, it was every single day of the week where I was just trying to push through and get through my day. And I had so many health issues that were really stopping me from taking the next steps in my business, being a good mother, feeling good in my clothes. And with little to no information out there on how to truly resolve these issues, I would see other doctors and they would just give me symptom relief. We're all just trying to figure it out together, right? And I really felt trapped and didn't really know what to do. And I really hit that moment of being done. Those times when you're in your shower and you're just crying? You're like, I'm done. I can't live like this anymore. This is not working. So, what I did was I started hiring coaches. So, I hired a divorce coach, financial coach, health coaches, everyone. I had already spent over $250,000 becoming a doctor. And then I spent thousands more investing in my education, coaches. I spent days and nights studying, increasing my knowledge, not only so that I could heal my body, but also so that all areas of my life that I could become powerful and healthy. And I really figured out a way to do it so that I'm empowered. The people in my life are empowered. My children are empowered. My businesses are thriving and my health is in a really good place. And what I learned was that there's no better investment than the one that I made in myself because it helps everyone else. So, what I discovered was a holistic approach that really uncovered the dysregulation in my gut, imbalances in my brain and hormones that had affected my weight. Toxins had accumulated in my body, creating all types of inflammation, which really decreased my energy, my ability to focus, really just even my ability to feel sane. I found the root cause to my exhaustion, brain fog, and depression. And I really learned how to reset my hormones so that I can feel balanced all month long. I learned how to heal from the medications that I had taken. They had depleted my body of vital nutrients. I learned to set boundaries in the relationships where I wasn't saying no and doing way too much. I learned how to invest in myself, start putting myself first so that I can actually help other people from a full cup. And I learned how to lose weight, keep it off naturally in a way that made sense and could be easily maintained. So I went from being exhausted all the time, hormones out of whack, unable to lose weight and keep it off, being a divorced, bankrupt, single mom. Now my headaches are gone, my energy's up all day long, my menstrual cycles are normal, my bloating and digestion issues are gone, and I've been able to keep off the weight. My skin is clear, and I'm in my 40s, I just had another baby. So it really makes a difference with the things that you want to do with your life, whether you're wanting to get pregnant or you're not wanting to get pregnant. I'm remarried, and really my life is very different now. I think with ease. I have tons of mental clarity. I've built multiple successful businesses because of the upgrade and increase in my brain function and my energy. And this has allowed me to pay off massive amount of debt, save for the future. And I've spent the last several years traveling, speaking, consulting for top research companies in the world. And I even did this all throughout the pandemic as well. So I'm happily remarried to my dream man. My kids are thriving. My hormones are balanced all month long. And my body's just able to move with ease and without pain. So you might be thinking, okay, great for you, but I'm stuck on all these medications. Or you might feel like I live on caffeine and I don't even know if I can ever live without that. Or you don't know what it takes to feel better. You might feel like your health issues are just a part of you getting old. Or you might feel like you don't have the educational background that I have, or maybe you just don't know where to start. But did you ever think that you would get to this point in your life where you are now with your health? Like I said earlier, you may have just gone to the doctor and they gave you more medications. And you may be thinking that you're broken, or you may be thinking that something's wrong, or I want to let you know that none of this is true. Okay. And that today is the day for you to take action on your brighter future. Okay. So there's three keys to success. Okay. One, you must be coachable and willing to take action. Two, you must focus on progress. Okay. So no perfectionists allowed. And then three, you must commit to never letting yourself doubt stop you from having what you want, because you can absolutely do this. Okay. So here's what we're going to uncover today. Okay. So secret number one, the problem isn't the problem. Secret number two, the key test that will finally tell you the exact root cause of your problems. Okay. So a lot of you guys are here because your test came back normal. Okay. And you know something's off. Okay. You're right. And then secret number three, the simple system for correcting your problem and resetting your health. So I just want you to take a moment here with me and imagine what life will be like when you have the ability to remember and to focus and to get more done in less time. Whether you're a mother, a wife, a female entrepreneur, a businesswoman, you're more creative, you're more innovative, a better leader, a better parent, a better spouse, because the people in your life can count on you. And those are the people that matter most to you as well, because you actually have the energy to show up, to be present. Imagine what life will look like when you're able to walk into your closet, see your favorite outfit, put it on, and look amazing and feel good. Or now you have more confidence to start dating again, or just date the one that you're with. Imagine looking in the mirror and your skin has cleared up. You feel balanced emotionally. You're getting rest. You have peace. You're more productive. You're making more money. You're more successful. You're admired by your peers and even more of a leader. All right, so we are going to go ahead and get started. So what I have here is a woman with a check, or looking under her engine. Okay. So imagine check engine light comes on in your car. The normal response to that would be like, okay, I got to go ahead and take my car to the mechanic, right? And imagine if when you got to the mechanic and you told the mechanic, okay, my check engine light came on, it's been rattling a little bit, I've been hearing this noise. You're telling them like all these symptoms of what's going on with the car, and the mechanic just sits there with his pen and paper, and then he says, all right, well, that's all I want you to do is take this sticker and put that sticker right over that check engine light, and you won't have to worry about that thing anymore. That would be crazy. Okay. You would never, ever, ever let a mechanic do that with your car. You would expect that mechanic to open up the hood, run some diagnostic tests, see what's going on with you, versus giving you a sticker and telling you to just go ahead and ignore that thing. But for some reason, we allow doctors to do this with our bodies, not running the right test, not looking in the right place, and really leaving you out feeling like foolish. Like, okay, I know there's something going on in my body, but I'm being told everything is normal. So here's the problem, and this is where many of you all are here. Put in the chat right here as I'm going through this list of things. What are you dealing with? Tell me, okay? Is it brain fog? Is it low energy? Are you having cravings for food? Is it salty food? Is it sugary food? Or do you feel bloated all the time? Constipated, headaches, sleep issues, irritability? Yes. Maybe you just don't feel like yourself. Yes, Jennifer says all of that. Erica says super heavy cycle. Cindy says anxiety, brain fog. Hi, Cindy. Brain fog, chills, headache, irritability, not feeling sexy, low libido. Someone from an iPhone says PMDD. That's what I suffered with. Okay. So that week leading up to my period, sometimes 7, 10 days, I would feel so depressed and I would have no energy. I would not feel like myself at all. And as soon as my period would come, I'd be like, oh, myself again. Okay, I feel better. But imagine when you're feeling that way 1 week out of the month, 2 weeks out of the month. That's almost like half your life, right? At least the time when you're menstruating, right? Renee says stubborn weight. Maria says all of it, okay? So you are here because you're dealing with these issues, okay? And for me, I deal with the root cause, okay? I don't put bandages on things. I'm not going to give you a sticker. We're not doing any of that. And we have to be careful, especially even when it comes to natural recommendations, because I'm all about some herbs or some good supplements and things like that. But we have to be careful that we're still not covering the symptoms, okay? Because I could easily tell you, okay, for energy, take some, B12, for sleep, maybe some melatonin, some tryptophan. But if you don't know what's going on with you specifically, you never have the right test done in the right way at the right time, then you're still just guessing. Okay. I'm always like, test, don't guess. Okay. Those natural things are fun. And some of you guys have a supplement cabinet full of supplements. Okay. But you don't know if it's working for you or if it's dealing with your root cause. So we have to be mindful of that and careful. All right. So when you treat symptoms with drugs and surgery or supplements, issues usually come back and cost you more money. Okay. So one thing I want to break down for you is when understanding the root cause, we've got the traditional system. Okay. And the traditional system is great in emergency situations, but where the traditional system falls short is that it's a one size fits all approach that's really focused on treating symptoms with drugs or surgery. And there's definitely a time and a place for that, but it's usually in emergency situations, but not when it comes to restoring and optimizing your health. And then there's alternative healthcare, and that actually falls underneath this traditional model as well, where they're treating symptoms with natural remedies such as supplements and herbs. And where I operate is in this aligned health model. Okay. So it's not for you to come in and I'm a dictator, or you have symptoms and that's all we're doing is fixing this, or I'm offering you a drug or a surgery. I'm about empowering you, okay? About providing you with clarity, about doing advanced lab testing for things to be personalized for you and not just a one size fits all, because we have a problem in this country when it comes to healthcare. People are very, very sick and dying at very quick rates, and they don't even have on the death certificate anymore about like just someone dies of old age. There's a plan for you to die of chronic diseases, and we're going to get into that. Okay. So the common theme with the conventional medical system is that there's a lack of education, there's a lack of support, it's expensive, and invasive medical procedures are often the only option. And when you make that wise decision to operate under the aligned health model, you're really taking action into investing into addressing the causes now. Okay. So when you invest in health optimization, it creates an increase in energy and longevity, and you're really investing in your future. So right now, one thing that I've been teaching my clients, I've been talking about on my podcast a lot, is what are you doing for that 60-year-old version of yourself, or that 70 or 80-year-old version of yourself? I'm in my 40s now, okay? And I think, what does she need me to do so that when I'm 60, when I'm 70, I'm able to move, I'm able to still go on vacation, enjoy my vacation, get around, play with my grandkids? That's what we have to think about. is what are we doing today for her in the future, okay? So let me ask you a question. Off the top of your head, what do you think are the underlying factors that are really blocking you from having hormone balance? Go ahead and put it in the chat. What's stopping you from having hormone balance? Hormone disruptors, that's good. What else do we got? Nutrition, not eating as healthy as you should. Oops, now they're going fast. Okay, poor sleep, nutrition habits, stress, don't know what's out of balance or where to begin or how to balance. Yes, these are all great answers. Okay, so we've got some very smart ladies in the room. So there are over 400,000 research articles that have proven that there is one main underlying cause of disease. You guys want to take a shot at it? Go ahead and put in the chat. What do you think that is? The one underlying cause of disease. Miriam, you were here before. Okay, so yes. So stress, inflammation. So the answer is inflammation. Okay, so inflammation isn't just something that happens when you have an injury, but all other chronic illnesses and symptoms are linked back to inflammation. And this has been acknowledged by top medical doctors. Dr. Walter Willett is the head of nutrition at Harvard Medical. But the real question is, what causes inflammation? And we're going to go ahead and talk about that today, okay? So we're going to talk about the 3 secrets to lasting results, okay? So how to balance hormones to increase energy, lose belly fat, and decrease stress. And we're going to tie it all into inflammation, okay? And the underlying causes. And I'm going to talk about this in a way that you may not have heard before, okay? Heard or seen before. And for those of you that have heard or seen me before, you guys have heard this, but it's always good for review. And everyone who hears me teach always gets something new. So I'm excited that you're here. All right, so the first area is toxins, all right? So toxins, there's biotoxins and environmental toxins. Biotoxins are things like mold, fungus, parasites, viruses, bacteria, okay? So mold can be in your coffee, it can be in your food, your environment, and mold creates its own toxins called mycotoxins, which can be easily inhaled and then they move into the bloodstream and then into the fat. They really recirculate, they create all types of collateral damage because they attach to the receptors in your body. So your insulin receptors, your leptin receptors, this is really going to affect your ability to lose weight or gain weight, even know, okay, am I hungry right now or am I not hungry? That's leptin. So it creates all types of damage. It's highly inflammatory to the sinuses, to the lungs. It's toxic to the brain. It creates depletion of enzymes, all of these things. So fungus, parasites, viruses, these are living things. So they need your nutrients in order to live, okay? And then they create all types of issues with menstrual cycles, low testosterone, infertility, all types of things. And then we've got external toxins, okay? So these are things that are out in your environment. So those could be chemicals. So those could be chemicals from your food, pesticides, cleaning products. These are endocrine disruptors, okay? And they actually destroy your gut. So parabens are associated with insulin resistance and PCOS. 90% of grocery item stores have parabens in them, and it's because they have this antimicrobial preservative value about them. And that's okay, I guess. We want to preserve food, but we actually don't want that in our body. There's a study that recently came out that the average person consumes 5 grams of microparticles of plastic a week. That is equivalent right here to a credit card, okay? And the thing is that these mimic estrogen. They attach to your estrogen receptors, and estrogen is a hormone that causes cells to divide and multiply, okay? So when you're thinking about things that are estrogen dominant diseases, fibroids, endometriosis, ovarian cysts, all of those types of things, cancers that are estrogen specific, estrogen causes the cells to reproduce. So it's really important that we're looking at those types of things, knowing how it's metabolizing in the body. Is it causing DNA damage? All of these types of things. All right, so this is a client of mine, Adrienne. So she came to me. She was bloated, constant issues, thought she had yeast infections, lots of just abnormal discharge. but she had estrogen dominance and bad gut bacteria. What I love about her testimonials here is that she says, we ran some labs and, she was right. She also taught me what's normal and what's not when it comes to my cervical fluid, which I love talking about and helping you really understand your body and what's going on with her. And she had worked with other doctors, even natural doctors, for years. So after years of working with nutritionists and other doctors, I finally had an answer. How many of you guys just need answers, like knowing what's going on inside of your body? So she says, within weeks of working with Dr. Alicia, I began to feel better. I no longer look pregnant when I'm not, and I have energy to play with my kids. Stephanie says, absolutely. The thing is that there's people in your life that need you to be able to show up, to have energy. Your kids need you. The people that you work with or work for, whatever your job is or your passions, your spouse, your significant other, they need you to be able to show up, to have energy, to be present, and really live a fulfilling life with them. So I have a client of mine here in the room. I'm going to go ahead and unmute you, Nicole. Let me find you really quick. All right, I just sent the ask to unmute. So let me see if you pop up on screen.
Hi, Dr. Newsome.
Hey, Nicole, how are you doing?
I'm great. How are you today?
I am good. I'm going to stop sharing so we're both just right here. All right, so I can see you now. All right, so tell everyone, what were you dealing with when you first came in to see me?
No, it was deep. A lot of the symptoms that have already been covered were basically like the story of my life: PMS, low energy, mood swings. I was having menstrual migraines every month, a low sex drive, stubborn weight, digestive issues, anxiety. I had experienced miscarriages in the past and in my earlier years. So yeah, it was heavy.
Yeah. And how was that impacting your life? What was that like to be
Oh,
dealing with all those issues?
it was really bad. And when you discuss going to the doctor and trying to get resolved, right? Trying to figure out what's going on with your body, and then them telling you that your results were fine and nothing's wrong, it really, it got to the point where I was like, okay, I can't do this anymore. Because with the symptoms, it definitely was, I don't want to say debilitating in a way, but I mean, all the way debilitating, but debilitating in a way where I couldn't be my best self for my family, for myself, on a day-to-day basis, or even, even at work. And so with my menstrual issues and PMS symptoms, it was really, really tough. And I remember coming to you and having our first conversation, and I cried, and I was just like, I cannot do this anymore. I don't want to live my life like this. It's not sustainable. I'm probably going to be divorced in the next year. I mean, it was really bad, guys. It was really, really bad. So,
Yeah. So we went ahead, we ran some tests, we did some things, and we put a plan together. Tell us, how are you feeling now? Like what's changed, and what's your life like now?
so it so amazing, right? It's only been a couple of months, and I did not think that the changes that I would be experiencing right now would be possible within a few months of just identifying, when you speak about the root cause. And I'll just touch really highly. Um, what I thought was the issues turned out not to be the issues, right? I thought I had my estrogen was out of control, my cortisol was high, and all of these things. And we got results back, and it was opposite, right? And so, like, just having that knowledge and then being able to, like you said, get to the root cause to then treat the real um, issues, man. Like I said, in the span of 2 months, I'm at this place of peace daily. I'm not like, oh, I don't feel anxiety every day. I don't have the mood swings right before my cycle. maybe this is TMI, but just had my cycle. I didn't even know it was on the way.
Oh,
It
I
was
love
awesome.
that.
I was like,
Yeah.
oh, wait, hold on. We're here already. And I got
We must be
extended.
syncing up because I'm on day 3 of mine.
And then also the length, right? I got extra days back to myself. I was a 21-day girl, and now I'm, 3 or 4 days later than that. So I'm getting more time to, not have to go through that so consistently and then be on that, that crazy train, right? And it's been such a blessing. I feel so much in tune with myself. I feel so much more at peace. The things that used to disturb me or distract me are not those things anymore. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, sure. The stress has gone down, the anxiety has gone down. It's just been amazing. I've been pooping more. I love it. It's just all of it, right? And I'm telling you, there's nothing better than feeling like yourself again.
Yes.
So thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for being here to share. I had asked her just last night. I thought it would be good. So
Yeah.
thank you so much. And she brought up pooping. A lot of you guys are not pooping, and you really need to be having like 2 to 3 good bowel movements a day, because when we think about the external toxins and the things that we're exposed to, your body's got to be able to get rid of that. And that's through your pee, your poop, and your sweat. Okay. So many important things. All right. So I'm going to jump back onto the presentation here. I can, let's see. There we go. All right. So technology is working for me today. It was not working for me the other day. All right. So toxins. All right. So here's a couple things that you can just implement today. Okay. So Epsom salt baths are wonderful. Okay. So the Epsom salts have magnesium in it. Magnesium is one of the nutrients that get depleted when you're under stress. It controls 300 to 350 different processes within your body. So super important. It's also relaxing. Okay. So some of you guys just gotta, like, you deserve a bath. You deserve some time to relax, or maybe even just do a foot bath. But you can do Epsom salt, you can do a cup of baking soda, some Himalayan sea salts, throw in some essential oils. That's really good, and it helps begin to open up some of your detoxification pathways. And then morning lemon water, okay? So this is a big one, and it's such a simple task, but it makes a world of wonders for your digestive system. And it really, what it does is you take a glass of water, warm water, and then you're just going to squeeze like half a lemon in there, and then you drink that water first thing in the morning. And what it does is it wakes up your digestive system. It gets your liver processing and moving and doing all the things it needs to do for detoxification. So really, really good thing to do. All right, so the next area we're going to talk about is deficiencies. So this is number 2 of 3, okay? So we're going to talk about 3 areas today, the 3 underlying causes, okay? So this is number 2. So deficiencies. So you have your nervous system. Nervous system is really, really important. Okay. So here's the thing, that our cells need proper neural firing, oxygen, and nutrients, and our hormones need this as well. Okay. So when it comes to your nervous system, your brain, your nervous system is made up of your brain. A continuation of your brain is your spinal cord. Out from there goes all the different nerves to your body. Okay. So you have a nerve going to your heart. You have a nerve going to the muscle in your big toe. You have a nerve going to your arm, being able to lift it up, your lungs moving, your heart beating. All of those types of things have nerves going to them. So what happens is you have your spine that's protecting your nervous system. And then what happens is that spine can be misaligned. It puts pressure on those nerves, and it decreases that neural firing. It decreases that communication from the brain to wherever those nerves are going. So that's very, very important area to address. Okay. Posture plays into that. They say sitting is the new smoking. Okay. We were not meant to sit all day. We were meant to move. Okay. And then sleep. So you need it. So I'm not going to harp on it. Some of you may not be sleeping because your hormones are out of whack. And that's what we need to talk about. Okay. We need to deal with that. Some of you are tired all day long. And then at nighttime, you're wired. They're like up surfing the internet. Some of you guys even found this webinar like late at night looking, that's your cortisol. That is your adrenals pumping out cortisol at a time of day that it should not be doing that. Okay. Some of you don't even have enough cortisol to really get you up and going during the day or in the morning. You're dragging all day and then you just pass out at night. And then there's micronutrients here, okay? So micronutrients are basically your vitamins, minerals, amino acids, antioxidants. And it's really, really important that your body's able to break down the food that you're eating, okay? So some of you guys may have really healthy diets, but then your digestive system isn't really breaking down those foods, and then you're not able to pull those foods in, and then your hormones need that, all your cells need it. And then oxygen, okay? So this is one of my favorite things to talk about here, okay? Because a lot of times we're not breathing, okay? We're really meant to like have like deep, long belly breaths, not all the time, but have moments in our day where we actually breathe. A lot of you guys have tense shoulders and you're up here, you're breathing way up here, okay? So one thing that you can do to bring yourself out of this stress state is to do deep breathing. And I like to do box breathing, okay? So basically, you're kind of like breathing in as a box, okay? So you take a deep breath in, you hold it for 4 seconds, then you release, hold that for 4 seconds, and then you keep going around. So I'm going to demonstrate. We can do it together if you're in a safe space where you're able to do it, not if you're driving or anything like that, or you're at work and your boss might wonder why you're doing this right now. Do it if you can. All right? So take a deep breath in, hold, release. Hold, take a deep breath in, hold, release. Hold. One more time. Deep breath in, hold, release, hold. All right. So sometimes we just got to breathe, okay? And this, when you're breathing, also you want to breathe deep down in your belly, like let your belly hang out. This is the time to let it, do what it does, and really breathe using your diaphragm, taking nice deep breaths, okay? Because remember, our cells need proper neurofiring, oxygen, and nutrients, and our hormones need this as well. So fitness. Okay, so when it comes to fitness and hormonal imbalances, it really does vary. If you have issues going on with testosterone, you'll want to do things where you're doing heavy weights, focusing on those bigger lower body muscles like your quads, your glutes, things like that. If you have adrenal issues where you do have issues with cortisol, you'll want to take nice long walks. Depending on what's going on, where you are in your menstrual cycle, it really does vary with what type of fitness you need to be doing. All right, so this is a chart that I've created here, okay? So do not get overwhelmed by this, okay? I'm gonna break it down and make it super simple and easy for you, okay? So we've talked about the first 2 areas. We got one last one to talk about: toxins and deficiencies, okay? So what this does is it creates inflammation in the body, free radicals, oxidative stress, epigenetic changes, and this creates issues with your neurology, your immune system, and your endocrine system. That's your hormones, okay? So there's never a time when you have a cold that your hormones aren't affected, and vice versa. The major players are your brain, gut, and liver. And then you've got these different areas of your body that produce hormones. Your adrenal glands produce cortisol, your thyroid produces T4, your ovaries produce your sex hormones. If you're postmenopausal, your adrenal glands should be picking up and producing estrogen, progesterone, and testosterone as well, which we'll get into in a second. But if you should not have a terrible perimenopause, like hot flashes, vaginal dryness, moodiness, all of that's actually not normal. It's common. People have it all the time, and they normalize it, and they make you think, oh, this is just a part of womanhood and the thing you have to go through, but it's not normal. Your body should pick up, after your ovaries start shutting down, your adrenal glands actually should be producing those hormones for you. So for me, as a doctor, I don't go in and say, well, let me just give you some more estrogen. Let me do some HRT, give you some progesterone, things like that. No, let's actually support your body so that your body's producing its own and you're not having to deal with these issues. And then you've got your pancreas that produces your insulin, okay? So every time you're having sugar, carbs, things like that, carbohydrates go up, Insulin's got to come out and lower it. Insulin's a fat storing hormone. Okay. So all of these play together. And then when there's a disruption going on, you end up with these symptoms here. The reason why you're here today, the brain fog, the low energy. Someone said earlier, all of these things, she's experiencing every single thing here. And even Nicole, she's like all the things, right? Constipation, headaches, sleep issues, lack of clarity, low libido, food sensitivities, all of those types of things. So remember, these are symptoms. Don't ask me, hey, Dr. Alicia, what do I need to take for low energy? Don't ask me, what do I need to do to increase my libido? Now, I may have some tricks up my sleeve, things that you can do, which I don't mind helping my clients with, but we want to deal with the root cause of things, okay? These are the check engine lights going off in your body. All right. So this is Veronica, a client of mine. So after her birth, she was struggling with her mood, low energy all day. Some days could not even get out of bed, went to other doctors, but did not feel listened to. So this is the test that we ran on her, and this is an adrenal stress test. So this lets us know what's going on specifically with your adrenals and your cortisol, those stress hormones, okay? And what should happen is you should be here in the green all day long. You should wake up in the morning, have tons of energy, and it slowly goes down at night. But for her, she was low all day long here. Low, 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 low. Okay, so once we have that information, we're able to know what's going on with your body and really be able to address it specifically for you, not based off your symptoms, not based off what your friend is doing, not based off what Google says, but really what's going on with you inside your body. So this is what she says. My adrenals were shot after having my baby. I went to other doctors, but no one ever checked them. Dr. Alicia helped me get back to feeling like myself again. How many of you just want to feel like yourself again? You used to have energy. You used to be able to go out and do things. You were social. You had fun. Yes, absolutely. You just want to feel like yourself again. Let me pull that chat back up. Yes, yes. Stephanie says me. Miriam says me. Renee says me. Unique says me. Yes, yes, yes. Absolutely. And what I love about her testimonial is she says, I am incredibly grateful for the support and for her helping me get my energy back. My husband and my kids thank her too, because I'm no longer irritable and snappy. So how many of you guys, go ahead and put in the chat, tell on yourself, you have people in your life who would appreciate if you were a little less moody, a little less irritable, didn't snap so much. And here's the thing is that when we do that, Unique says guilty as charged for. Renee says I do. The thing is that when we're operating this way, then we deal with the shame, the guilt, like, oh, I shouldn't have gone off on that person. Oh, I snapped, But here's the thing is that there's something going on with your hormones, most likely. They're out of whack, okay? So not to give you the excuse, but to really empower you with the knowledge that there's something you can do about it and you're not completely out of control like you may feel you are. All right, so we're going to move into the last area here, okay? The last area that we are going to talk about is stress, okay? And specifically psychological stress, okay? So I love talking about this because my bachelor's degree is in psychology. I love talking about relationships, and how it affects hormones and all of those types of things. So there is different areas of our life where we can experience stress, and that could be spiritual stress, emotional stress, or relational stress. So here's the thing, stress weakens your immune system. It overactivates your adrenal glands and it disrupts your hormones, okay? So when it comes to spiritual stress or lack of, I would say this is more like a lack. Do you have a community of people around you who are able to support you, who are able to remind you that all things are working out for your good, to cheer you on, to help pick you up when you are feeling down and while you are dealing with these symptoms and these issues? Do you have a personal relationship? Do you have a connection to God where you are able to really sit, be still, and really be able to receive the guidance that you need? A lot of times I remember being just too exhausted, like to do the things that I would want to do, like my devotions or prayer or things like that, and just really trying to get through my day. And then emotionally, there's traumas and triggers, okay? So for me, it was a really bad marriage, okay? And I had to deal with my part. So a lot of times you can say, he did this, he did that. All your girlfriends are like, oh yeah, girl, leave him. He's done all this stuff. But here's the thing, I had to deal with my part. And one time I heard someone say that even if he's 97% wrong, you still got to deal with your 3%. okay? Because if I didn't deal with my percentage, my part, then I would go out and co-create the same toxic dynamics, go pick the same type of man. And I really had to learn to set boundaries, speak up, say what I needed so that I could manifest the wonderful husband that I have now. And I had to go back and recreate a better relationship with my former spouse so that there's a healthy dynamic for my kids and really be able to leave that relationship in the past because it wasn't all him. There were men before him, there was traumas, there was things that happened to me that I had to deal with and I had to heal from. And some of you are struggling from past hangups. Maybe you slept with a married man, maybe you ran up credit cards, maybe you had a baby out of wedlock, or maybe you have no problems at all. But either way, you can become healthy and you can heal and overcome these things. And then the last part of this slide here is relational. So that's families, friends, significant other. Do you have these relationships in your life? Are these relationships causing you stress? Sometimes you may have to create a little distance between you and someone in your family, someone in your life, so that you can actually focus on yourself and so that you can heal, okay? Because I promise you that there will always be someone pulling on you. There will always be someone that is asking you to do something. They need your help, but you've got to pour into yourself. And sometimes there's toxic dynamics, there's relationships where we just need some space. It may not be forever, but it might be for right now. And then when it comes to work, some of you guys have passions, you have dreams, you have purpose that God wants to fulfill in your life, and it's time to step out. Now, I always say leave your job responsibly if that's what you're going to do, but it's time to really set up that plan and know what you want to do for your future and your goals and really be able to manifest and create that. So here's the thing. According to New York's American Institute of Stress, 90% of all American adults experience high levels of stress 1 to 2 times a week, and a quarter of all American adults are subject to crushing levels of stress nearly every single day. And this results in unhealthy coping patterns. So going for the sugar, the caffeine, the nicotine, the alcohol, drugs, overspending, overworking, procrastination, and there seems to be no end to the unhealthy ways people can cope. And this only adds to the problem. So remember, stress weakens your immune system. It sends your adrenal glands into overdrive and it disrupts your hormones. So here's my chart again. The only thing I've added a couple things here, okay? Toxins, deficiencies, and stress. Okay, so what these do here is they create inflammation in the body, they disrupt your hormones, your immune system, all of it. Major players, brain, gut, and liver, they disrupt your hormones. You end up with symptoms, the reasons why you're here, okay? The fatigue, the bloating, the headache, the brain fog, low libido, all of those types of things. And then some of you are already here where you have a disease. Okay, maybe you've been diagnosed with depression or anxiety. Maybe you have fibroids, endometriosis, ovarian cysts, diabetes, all of these types of things. So you may notice here what I have is this says dis-ease. Okay, so a disease is like your body's no longer at ease. And basically what you have here is a disease is just a label given to a bunch of symptoms. And now what doctors can do is bill insurance for it. Okay. Now what doctors can do is they can offer you a drug or a surgery. Now what doctors can do is provide you with this one size fits all because now you're at this disease stage. And if you have PCOS or heavy periods, they offer you the pill. If you have depression, they're going to offer you medication. If you have anxiety, they're going to offer you medication. If you have diabetes, they're going to offer you medication. If you have fibroids, they're going to say, let's go ahead and have this surgery. And then when the fibroids come back, you're going to have the surgery again. And then eventually they're going to say, well, we just have to take out your womb. Okay. We just need to take out your uterus because these fibroids keep coming back. And it's because they're not dealing with the root cause of why you're dealing with these issues. Okay. So what I do is I don't deal over here. You've got your body's in disease. You've got symptoms. We've got to go all the way back and deal with the toxins, the deficiencies, and the stress that is throwing your hormones out of whack here. Okay. And the reason why I start getting so amped up about this, okay, is because there are silent killers. Okay. 50% of the time, the first sign of the heart attack is the heart attack, okay? The other 50% of the time, there's these beginnings, these early symptoms, signs. The medical term is actually the beginnings. And that's the check engine light going off in your car. That's the check engine light going off in your body, letting you know what's going on, okay? Heart disease has been shown to start 20 to 40 years before it's diagnosed. Cancer has been shown to start 15 to 20 years before it's diagnosed. Alzheimer's has been shown to start 30 to 50 years before it's diagnosed. Diabetes can start as pre-diabetes years before it's diagnosed. There's tests that can be run, but they're not being run. No one's looking at your insulin to see what's going on. 88 million Americans right now, 1 in 3 American adults are pre-diabetic, and 84% of them don't even know they have it. That's a statistic from the CDC. Okay, so they know that you might be pre-diabetic and you're going to end up having diabetes, but they're going to wait till you get over here before they do anything about it. Okay, and now they get to give you a drug, and a drug that you're going to stay on for the rest of your life if you don't make a different decision. Okay, and along with that comes the cholesterol medications, the high blood pressure, all of it. It's a whole cocktail of drugs that makes you a really good consumer, because now you get to buy these drugs every single month. Okay. Yes. Ricky says, wow, sick care system seems all about money. Absolutely. And the thing is that people will say that our healthcare system is broken. No, 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 no. It works for those who profit from you being sick. Okay. So here's the thing. You might wonder, why didn't my doctor tell me this? Well, this simply isn't part of their typical training, okay? So, but why? Because most are trained to prescribe medication, and this approach doesn't call for prescription drugs here, okay? So here's the thing, according to Medicare, okay? So Medicare sets the stage for your insurance, whether you have it or not, okay? Whether you have Medicare, whether or not you have United Healthcare, you have Blue Cross Blue Shield, Humana, whoever you have, TRICARE, whatever it is, Medicare sets the stage. And this is what Medicare says about you and your health and what they will cover, okay? A treatment plan that seeks to prevent disease, promote health, and prolong and enhance the quality of life, or a therapy that is performed to maintain or prevent deterioration of a chronic medical condition is deemed not medically necessary. So I'm going to say that again. A treatment plan that seeks to prevent disease, promote health, and prolong and enhance the quality of your life is deemed not medically necessary. However, 1 in 2 Americans will be diagnosed with cancer. 1 in 3 will die from it, and their out-of-pocket expenses will be average over $150,000. And medical bills are the #1 reason why people file bankruptcy, and 75% of those that file have insurance. So even when you think they should come in and cover, they don't, because the system is not set up for you to win. All right, so I want to show you guys something really quick. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. I'm going to share a different screen, and I'm going to show you why your lab work is coming back normal and how all this disease fits in here, okay? All right, so that's all I'm going to do is go to Google, and I'm going to say chronic kidney disease stages. They're broke down right here, just really quick, but I'm going to just come here, National Kidney Foundation. You can pick any of them. These are standardized. And when your lab work, let's see, where's that? Let me go to a different one where it's still spinning. It's normally here. Let me see if this one will come back. Oh. Here we go. This one has it. So this is standard, and it's saying my internet connection's unstable here. Okay, so your EGFR, okay? That labs specifically will come up abnormal once you hit below 60. So 59 and below. So if you're at 60, 61, 70, 72, any of those, it's going to come back normal. Because remember, they're waiting till you get to a disease state. When you are at 45 to 59, that's when you'll be notified that you are at stage 3A chronic kidney disease. Okay. So this is just an example. Many of you are here like, okay, my lab work came back normal. What's going on here? There's things going on in your body, your liver, your kidneys, all of these things may be failing you. They may be breaking down, but you're not being informed of these things, okay? Because the system, again, is waiting until you have a disease, okay? So let me go back and share my other screen. I hope it's sharing the right one. It says it is, but I can't see it. Hold on. Screen is frozen here. Here we go. Oops. So go ahead and go in the chat. Someone says here, they should be doing preventative things for when before it gets that bad, not when it's too late. Go ahead and put in the chat if you've gone to the lab recently or your doctor and everything came back normal. They told you, yep, everything came back normal. I want to know how many of you here, or maybe you do have some abnormal markers, but they're not, you know, the symptoms you went in there for, they're like, yeah, we can't figure out what's going on with you. I'm pulling my slides back up here. And we are almost to the end, everyone. But I wanted to show you guys that I showed it at the end last time I did this presentation. But I wanted those that are here to be able to see that because it's really important. It's important to me that you are not empowered with knowledge and information because they're not going to tell you. It's not part of the plan for you to know these types of things. It's for you to be sick. And I believe that when women are sick, when we don't have energy, when we're moody, when there's all these health issues going on, we got headaches and neck pain and all of this going on, we cannot fulfill our purpose in life, okay? And we have to be empowered with the knowledge and truth to really be able to address what is going on with our health. All right, my slides are back now. All right, so here we go. Okay. So here's my chart here. This is what this would be called in medicine here, your toxins, your deficiencies, your stress that got you all the way over here to these symptoms or maybe even a disease state. It's called an allostatic load, okay? So imagine that you're going up a mountain, and as you're going up this mountain, you've got a book bag on, and then somebody's coming behind you and they're putting some environmental toxins in there, some estrogen mimicking toxins, okay? And then they're putting a little mold in there, some parasites. You've got a toxic job that you're working at. You're not getting enough nutrients. All these things, they're just big loads being put into that book bag, and it becomes harder and harder and harder for you to go up that mountain, okay? So what I do is I come in and I say, okay, we're going to start removing that mold. We're going to start removing those parasites that are living inside of your body and they're eating all your nutrients. We're going to address that toxic relationship, all of those types of things. And we're going to just basically pull the plug on this, okay? We're going to come all the way back here so then all those things clear up, okay? Because if you don't, your body remains stressed, okay? So all of these combined together, your body doesn't know, okay, is this a tiger coming after me right now? Or is this mold, or is this a toxic job? Your body is interpreting all of this as stress. It's a stressor on your body. So all three of these things together, toxins are a stressor on your body. Deficiencies are a stressor on your body. Emotional stress, yes, is a stressor on your body. And for me, I can give you the best detox plan. I can give you the best nutritional plan, but if we don't address the stress, it will kill you. Okay. So here's the breakdown so that you understand your body's sensing this stress here. Okay. It's coming out. You're either going to fight or run away. Okay. And it's meant to be short term. Okay. Where you're just going to fight, run away, and then we're done with this stress. But when you have this chronic stress, whether it's something living inside of your body, your deficiencies, your job, any of those types of things, it becomes chronic over and over and over. Okay. So the stressors are there and you're not removing the stressor. Oh my goodness, my slides are moving. So you've got all these different things going on and it becomes ongoing chronic stress. Okay. Your brain is interpreting it. I've got stress. Okay. I've got to go ahead and pump out this hormone called cortisol. This is a stress hormone. My body's got to respond here. Let's give her more cortisol. She's stressed out. This is the only way that she can deal with it. That's the adrenal glands doing that. And you've got this ongoing chronic stress that your body literally over time cannot handle it anymore. That's what happens with insulin resistance. Your body is having to produce all this insulin and eventually it says, can't do this anymore. She's diabetic, right? Same thing happens with stress, where your body's not able to even respond anymore to the stress anymore, okay? And then you end up with burnout, okay? And the brain and the body are no longer communicating as well as they can, okay? So again, stress is a silent killer, okay? 50% of the time, the first sign of the heart attack is the heart attack, okay? The other 50% of the time, you got some warning signs going on, okay? There's some things going on in your body that aren't right. That check engine light is going off. All right. So I'm going to give you guys a few stress busters here, okay? Just because I know I get all worked up about this. And I want to leave you with just a few things that you can do, take home. Go ahead and put in the chat what you're going to go ahead and implement this week or something that you already do as far as helping to bust stress, okay? So remember, stress weakens your immune system. It sends your adrenal glands into overdrive and it disrupts your hormones, okay? So there's always meditation. So whether you call it meditation, prayer, devotions, it is your time to connect with God and to have peace, to be led and to guide, to have your footsteps ordered, all of those types of things. There's building powerful habits. Go ahead and put them in the chat. I see them coming in here. Renee says, I'm going to get in my lane and get some massages. I love that. So building powerful habits, there's a book by James Clear. It's called Atomic Habits. And it's about building powerful habits and then also like breaking bad habits. But he gives really valuable steps on how to do those things. And one thing is for me, like picking up my phone first thing in the morning, bad habits. Okay. So one thing that I do is I put my phone across the room or under the bed somewhere so it can't be the first thing that I do. Okay. Because the last thing I need to do first thing in the morning is be checking my email and Instagram and all these things and have all this stuff going in, right? That's stressful. And instead, I can reach for my journal where I can write down what I'm grateful for. And I can focus on my day and my goals for the day. So setting boundaries. So some of you guys have to exercise this boundary muscle, okay? So I touched on this just a little bit before, but you've got to learn to exercise that muscle of boundaries. So you get to say how your time, energy, and resources and life will be used. There will always be someone else pulling on you. And you have to give permission to yourself. And if you can't, I'm going to give you permission right now, okay, to make your goals and priorities a priority. No one else is going to come along and give you that permission. So you've got to learn to be okay with not making others happy all the time. Your responsibility is to your health, your goals, and your family. It cannot be to make someone else happy. So getting your health in order is what will allow you to better adapt and handle stress. Some of you simply can't handle stress at this point, and it's not because you're weak. It's because your hormones are out of whack. And then here we got investing in your well-being. Absolutely. You've got to invest now or you're going to pay later. Okay. Because that is the road, unless you do something drastically different that you're headed on. People are dying of these chronic illnesses, diabetes, heart disease, heart attacks, cancer, all of these types of things. And then delegation. So that's always important. And for myself, I've had to learn to delegate and trust. That's one of the key things, and be able to pass it on to someone else. Because I'm real quick to say, okay, I can just get this done myself. I can do it faster and probably better. But really what I do is I look at my schedule every day and I say, what can I delegate here? And then I ask for help and then allow people to come in and help me. And then get in your lane. Get in your lane, because comparison is the thief of joy. So we know that all the things out there with Instagram and Facebook and everywhere where you can see all the glitz and glamour of other people's lives, those are just the highlights, right? And when we compare ourselves to their highlights, it doesn't feel good inside, okay? It takes our joy. And I want to remind you that you have a purpose. God has a plan for you. You are unique. So get in your lane and do those things. And then have fun, okay? Some of you guys are too tired and go out and do the things that you enjoy right now. And we'll work on that, okay? But really have fun. Spend time with quality people that you enjoy, being with. All right. So Paula says, repeat the name of the book. That was Atomic Habits by James Clear. Let's see, what did you guys say here? Exercise. Erica says exercise and prayer. Renee says I'm going to get in my lane and get some massages. Ricky says prayer on my morning walks. I love that. Erica says meditation. Yes. Stephanie says prayer, saying no. Yes. Spa treatments. Yes, Stephanie. Cindy Bell says delegation, meditation, set boundaries with husband. Amen. Unique says setting boundaries, saying no, no explanation needed. Yes, because no is a complete sentence. And sometimes you can be like, no, thank you. And that is a complete sentence. Unique also says meditation, yoga, well-being, being more active. I love that. Elizabeth says breath work. Yes. Sequoia says, I'll be scheduling a massage soon. I absolutely love, love, love this. Okay, so how many of you found this content valuable? Yes, thank you. Thank you. I see your message there. Absolutely. To be honest, an hour. Yes, yes, yes. I see you guys. Oh, okay. Everyone's saying yes. This is great. Thank you. To be honest, an hour isn't nearly enough time for me to give you everything you need to transform your life. I haven't even talked to you about the breakdown of your cycles, what kind of foods you should eat with your cycle, cervical fluid, or if you're postmenopausal, perimenopausal, all of those types of things. I haven't gone into depth about setting boundaries, delegating things in your life, removing toxins from your home. I haven't given you easy steps to be able to look at a label and know what to do. But let me ask you a question. How many of you would be interested in addressing your hormonal issues for good? Yes, 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 yes. Sorry, I was looking at the comments here. So awesome. So you came to this webinar looking for a solution, which is why I created a comprehensive solution to help you gain progress and momentum. So it's getting your health back and your life back. And I'd like to tell you about it. Is that okay? All right. Yes, yes. So this is the cortisol compass experience. Okay. So if you want to be able to lose weight, balance your hormones, have more energy, resolve digestion issues, if you have fibroids, PCOS, already had a hysterectomy and still experiencing awful symptoms, then this is the program for you. Okay. Your next step would be to register for this program. I'm going to go ahead and put in the link in the chat here, and then I'm going to tell you about it. Okay. So those that are visual and like to see things that way, you can see it that way, okay? And I've made it much more simplified here, okay? So the cortisol compass experience, oops, I just wrote on the screen. So what I want to do is help you identify the root causes and barriers to your health, create a personalized plan that will work, help you avoid the trap of chronic diseases, and offer drug-free solutions that work, okay? And really to be able to give you your life back and give you hope and clarity. So what is your path to less stress and hormone balance? So here's the thing is that here's the Hormone Compass program. And this is for you if you're struggling with stress, low energy, stubborn weight, hormonal imbalances. And this is your step-by-step guide, okay? Many of you came in here saying that you had to go to Google. You don't know what's going on. You've even gone to your doctor. you've paid money for that, or you've paid, use your insurance. You know what the insurance is covering. We already said that the insurance is covering your diseases, right? So you've done that. You've invested your time and energy, and you still don't have answers. This is your answer, okay? To be able, and I put this program together especially for you and the women who have who are dealing with the issues that I used to deal with, okay? So the cortisol compass includes several things, okay? So you're gonna have your transformation path. This is where I'm walking you step by step, okay? There's 3 different stages that we're gonna walk through. And this first stage is prevent disease, okay? What Medicare says they're not gonna help you with, okay? So this stage is really here to help you eliminate the guesswork. And then we're gonna talk about testing. You're gonna have assessments. You're going to know what's going on inside of your body during this, and you're really going to be able to take your power and your respect back. The next stage is basically where we are going to promote health, okay? So we're going to look at you not becoming a deadly statistic, okay? You're going to reject becoming a deadly statistic. And we're going to break down all the secrets to you boosting your metabolism, increasing your energy that's personalized to you and what your body needs. And then the last stage is enhance your well-being. Okay, so this is all about protecting your future while working with your hormones versus against them. Okay, you're going to have weekly accountability and support calls. So we are all about making sure that you have the accountability and the support to move through the program and be able to get things done. Because I know some of you guys have tried things before, and then you don't even, you make the purchase and then you're not there to show up or different things like that. We put the things in place to be able to help you with that. Then there's weekly talk with the doc here, okay? A consultation with me, which I'm going to get to here in a second. I'm going to tell you how you can get a free consultation with me, is $720. If you go to my website right now, you are free to book that consultation for $720. That right now, besides this, is the only way that people can work with me. And inside of this community, you're going to have 6 weeks where I am meeting with the group of women and small group of women where you have live Q&A with me. We're already going to be going on with what specifically is going on with you through the different testing that we're going to do. But you're also going to have access to me throughout that entire time, as well as my team. We're going to do a root cause assessment. So this is 10 key areas that's specific to you and your health. You're going to identify the top 3 areas that are holding you back and wrecking your hormones. Also, I have created lots of different things here because it's about creating sustainable habits and also making things easy for you so you don't have to run to Google, figure out, okay, like detox, what should I do? How do I do it? Self-care, like what's going to give me the biggest bang for my buck? All of those types of things are already included for you. If all of this was sold separately, this would cost you $6,834. Even if I reduce the price to half, it would only be $3,400. And I'm going to let you know that this opportunity is less than even half of that, okay? But it's really important for you to become intentional, okay? So anyone that knows anything about business knows that what you cannot manage, what is not measured, meaning you need to know what your goals are and how you're going to get there, okay? So it's time for you to really make a decision, okay? So you can keep doing what you're doing and don't make any changes. That could be decision number 1. Decision number 2 is you can take the things that I've given you in this mini workshop, try to figure it out on your own, but remember, you can't examine what you don't know. Test, don't guess. We're going to get to that in a second, okay? And you can waste time and energy, doing trial and error. That's totally up to you, totally your option. Or you can secure a smooth and easy step-by-step proven path to get you from being exhausted, moody, unpredictable, day to day, and really getting you the answers that you need, okay? And get you back to loving your body, having more energy, and really feeling so good, okay? So there's some program bonuses that are included in this, okay? So you've got the program bonus lifestyle reset plan that's given to you, happy hormones menu. This isn't actually food here. This is actually, you have hormones that help elevate your mood, but sometimes we forget what to do when we're in the funk. So this is a quick menu here for you to know what to do when you are feeling funky those days. There's a reset meditation included, as well as the reset mindset workshop that's included in the program, in addition to everything else. Total for this would be $7,262. Again, It's nowhere near that. Also, you're going to get a gift in the mail. So my love language is gifts. So you're actually going to get a gift in the mail with notebooks, checklists, all types of fun things, and some cards that I've created, affirmation cards, all types of fun things. So you're going to get that in the mail. And again, the total for all of that would be $7,658. I am making this as easy as possible for you to get the help that you need, okay? So I have made a risk-free guarantee, okay? So if you move through our program, you complete everything, and you're not 100% satisfied, we will give you back your money. No questions asked. You just email us and let us know, okay? The other thing that we have done is we have built in all the support and tools that you need into this program. So you're going to get a one-on-one onboarding call. So when you join, you're not confused about what to do. You have someone that's holding you accountable step by step. You are going to receive accountant support or support and accountability calls, one-on-one calls. And then you're going to have direct coach messaging with your coach, where in between sessions, let's say you have a question that comes up, you're able to message and get your questions answered right away. And then testing. So we talked a lot about testing. A lot of you have been to the doctor and everything came back normal, right? And we know when things aren't normal anymore, then you now have a disease, okay? And we want to prevent all of that. So what's included in this is your cortisol testing, that stress hormone, because we're going back to the source of what's going on with you. And then it also screens for insulin, gut, and hormones, okay? That is included in this program for you. You're also going to get physician grade protocol supplement. So I am a supplement snob. I'm actually coming out with my own supplement line here in the next few weeks, which I'm super excited about. But in the meantime, you will receive recommendations of what you should be taking. Many of you have cabinets full of supplements and you don't know if you need to be taking them or not. So you will receive a protocol that is specific to your body and what's going on with you and your stress hormones, okay? The stress in your life and how to address them with specific targeted supplementation. The other thing is, a lot of times you can go to the grocery store, you pick up some calcium or something that has and this is just one example. You pick up something that has calcium in it, and that calcium comes from rocks. And yes, there is calcium in rocks, but you don't eat rocks, you eat food. So it's really important for me that you have supplements that, one, your body can actually utilize, and then two, that you're not just peeing it out, that it's something that's going to work for you as well. So I'm going to give you recommendations specific to what's going on with you and your lab test that's included in this as well. And then you're going to have VIP concierge support as well. So you'll have a concierge who's going to order all your testing, get it shipped to your house, and make sure that it easily gets shipped back. Everything gets shipped to you. It's super simple. You just put it in the package and ship it back. All of this included would be $11,927. And today, what you're able to pay is you have two different options here. You can do two payments of $847 or pay in full for $1497, and that's it. Now, I told you at the beginning of this, there's an opportunity for you to receive a consultation with me. For those of you that sign up today, you will receive that, okay? So these are your fast action bonuses, okay? So again, this isn't like, these aren't made up values. To work with me, to book a consultation on my website, it's $720. You will receive this included in your program when you book today or when you register today. And we are going to do all of these things together. We're going to do your root cause analysis. I'm going to review your health history. I'm going to look at your lifestyle and nutrition and review all of that. And also, if you've had any other lab work done, I'm going to review that lab work and give you my expert opinion on that. So that is included in that. Also, you're going to get a bunch of other bonuses for you as well. So I'm going to put together a blueprint for you after that call that's going to tell you exactly what you need to eat, exactly what kind of exercises you need to be doing, what type of stress management things you need to do, what kind of supplements, all of those. I'm going to put that blueprint together for you and you'll receive that. You're also going to receive the ultimate goal setting workbook. So we talked about, some of you have dreams. Some of you guys have businesses that you want to scale or businesses that you want to start. There may be nonprofits. There's all types of things that you may want to do. You may just want to start a family. You know, there's different things, big, small, it's all big to you and it's all important to you. So I'm going to give you my ultimate goal setting workbook. And then also we're going to have a vision and goal setting session. Okay. So I'm going to meet with everyone, and we're going to I'm going to show you the techniques that I use to manifest in my life and to create and really create a big vision for myself and my family. And the other last thing that you're going to receive is you're going to choose from a month of detox support supplements or parasite elimination. And you'll choose that after we talk, but that's also included as well. So all of that together, just the bonuses in this one, the fast action bonuses, pays for the program itself. All of this together would be $16,560. But again, it's only 2 payments of $847 or 1 payment of $1497 today. So what needs to happen? Okay. What needs to happen next for you? Okay. Are you feeling confused, frustrated, alone? And do you want to move to a place where you're clear about what's happening in your body and have the support that you need? Then you need to sign up for this. Are you tired of being tired and exhausted all the time, not having energy to play with your kids, enjoy your hobbies, or even just be able to stay awake at night and enjoy your favorite TV show? Are you bloated? Are you hating your body? When you look in the mirror, do you want to start loving what you see when you look in the mirror? Do you have irregular, unpredictable periods and you want to move them to things that are light and easy? Are you dreading the menopausal transition right now and you want to move through menopause with ease? Or really, are you just moody, depressed, stressed, and you want to feel more calm and more centered and more in control of your life? Then you need to sign up if those are for you. It may not be for everyone, but if it's for you, then I encourage you to take that next step and really think about, can you afford it? Because 1 in 2 Americans will be diagnosed with cancer. 1 in 3 will die from it, and their out-of-pocket expenses average over $150,000. And like we talked about earlier, medical bills are the #1 reason for bankruptcy, and 75% of those people have insurance.
So I was blessed to have the opportunity to be coached by Dr. Alicia Newsom. And it was at a time in my life where I didn't even realize I needed coaching. I didn't even realize I was that far off from my goal. I didn't even realize, and because of that, I didn't have a plan on how to get there. And I always tell her that she changed my life because she made me think different in the area of finances. She made me see life much differently, and she made me understand that I could get to where I desired to be because she was able to share a story of progression. She was able to say, Nikki, I was there where you are, and this is where I am today, and you can do it too, and this is how you're going to do it. I love that she was able to help me understand that what I wanted to do was doable. And not only did she do that, she also gave me the tools that I needed to reach what I would call a place of success. I'm honored to have been coached by her and to continue to be coached by her. She's a wealth of knowledge, not only in the area of finances, but in the area of relationships, in the area of holistic wellness. She's been such a blessing to me in my life. And I suggest if you are looking for a coach and you're like me, you want someone who can show progression. You want someone who can say, listen, I was there and I got here, and this is how I do it, and you're going to do it too, and here are the tools to be able to do it. Dr. Alicia Newsom is your person. She's your coach if that's what you're looking for. Someone genuine, someone who has been there, someone who has done that, and someone who does not mind sharing what she did to get to where she needs to be. Dr. Alicia Newsom, look no further. She's going to be a blessing to you.
So I'm seeing some questions in the chat. I'm about to run through those questions here. Go ahead and click on the link. This is what's going to come up. I don't know what happened here on my slides. I somehow did this line here. But this is, if you're from a website or your phone, you click here and just click on one of the buttons there, and it will take you to the page where you can go ahead and check out. You can pick your option of the $14.97 option or the 2 payments of $847. Once you do that, there's going to be a page that pops up that's going to say, click here to book your onboarding call. So onboarding starts tomorrow and next Wednesday. If you're not able to make those calls, it's okay. We'll have a replay for you, but still go ahead and book your call so that we can take care of you and make sure that we have you in the system. I believe that your income and legacy on this earth are directly impacted by your mind and body performance and vitality. Having my miscarriage was a pivotal point in my life. So it really hit me where I hit this point of disgust with the current healthcare system or lack thereof, and healthcare providers really not taking the time that's needed to listen and get to the root cause of health issues, like just being able to look at labs. So I'm on a mission to transform the lives of as many women as possible so that you can become free of your health issues and truly understand your body so that you can be freed up to go out into this world to give, to love, to serve the people in your lives. And if you don't take action, that's completely your choice. I want you to be able to avoid unnecessary surgery and problems, avoid the side effects of drugs. So invest now. We have limited space. We're keeping this small. And this is an opportunity for you to say yes to yourself, okay? So I just want you to take a second and imagine what it would be like to have testing that gives you real answers so that you can spend your time and energy doing things that actually work. Having guided advice, ensuring your health changes are correctly timed and sequenced for your confidence in your journey. Having strategies, ensuring stress reduction, emotional control, and things that are effective and really being able to manage your life more. Taking out all the guesswork for nutrition, making it easy to know what to eat, and really being able to lose weight and tone your body. Imagine what it's like when you have more mental clarity, focus, you're able to get more done in less time, your hormone imbalances are no longer an issue, you're more creative, you're more innovative, and at the end of the day, you still have energy to work out, play with your kids, or enjoy your hobbies. Imagine having the health to be a better leader, a better friend, a better parent or spouse, because the people in your life can count on you and the people that matter most. Imagine being an example to your family and friends of what health really looks like. And imagine what it's like when you go in your closet, you pick out your clothes, you put them on, and you feel good. And you start feeling confident again to date the one you're with, all of the things. You look in the mirror, your skin's cleared up, you feel balanced emotionally, you're getting rest, you have peace, you're more productive, you're making more money, you're more successful and admired by your peers. So we can all agree that you're experiencing hormonal imbalances. You want to get to the root cause and resolve those issues, and you want to wake up, feel great, have more energy and more mental clarity. Thank you. So I'm going to pop in here really quick and answer some questions. There's still a lot of you here. Let's see. Miriam, if you'd like a less expensive option, then you can just book a consultation with me on my website. These are the two options to work with me. There are options after the 6-week program for people where we do roll in whatever you paid for this into another program if you're wanting to work with us on that level, longer than 6 weeks. This is really created for women to be able to have the answers that they need and very specifics to what's going on with them, and have that information given to them, worked through, talked about throughout a 6-week program in a group setting. We have Diamond Elite clients, we have private clients, we have all types of people that we work with one-on-one as well, that you can always move in longer if you need more than that. But these are the entry points. Miriam, I'm not sure with the link. And there should have been a text message that just went out too with the with I think maybe the link to the program. Okay, Cindy, let me see what you're saying here. Cindy, I'll message you. Cindy, you're a private client of ours, so I'll send you a message about what you're asking here. This is a different test here, though. All right, Samantha. Samantha, you sent me a direct message and I just want to acknowledge what you're saying. And I know that that is very difficult for you to, what you're going through here. So I just want to acknowledge that and let you know that I see you and that things will get better. They always do. Things always work out, even though at times they may feel like they're not. And yes, definitely please be in touch. Okay. All right, y'all. I think that's all the questions that I have here. I actually have a client call that I need to jump on here. Let me double check the time of that. Yes, I got to go. Oh, Cindy, you are so awesome as well. Thank you so, so much for everything. Thank you all for being here tonight or today. It's daytime, huh? Thank you so much for being here. If you guys have any questions, just reply back to the text message that you received, and then also the any email, and we can answer any questions there as well. All right. Thank you. Have a good day.